When you relax your body, there's an inner power that enables you to move, direct yourself. Right? It's like, maybe I'll explain it through walking. Now, the difference between how I used to walk, I'm sure, and how I see probably nearly everybody I ever look at walk. They walk with one foot and one leg in front of the other, walking, or even backwards. Right? The thought is to go forward. This foot has to go forward. The other one comes past it and goes forward.
Okay.
And they do what you're doing. It's just natural for that type of walking. You'll see it everywhere. They will swing their arms. Now I think that's for balance.
Okay.
And that's not, seems to be normal, but I submit that it's not natural, because what I now do is I connect myself, my center. I have a perception of my center, which is somewhere around this area. It's not a definite point, it's a center. And I move my center forward. If I'm going forward, I move the center. I'm not worried about the feet or the legs at all. I move the center backwards. So I've gone from virtually doing this in slow motion to gliding. Well, so you're still tied to...
No.
So part of me trying to, part of what's happened to me is the realization that I don't have a bad back problem or hips that wouldn't move properly, is that I have a mental picture of connecting everything to the center, and I move the center when I want to move. Now this works. I have the ground here, which is concrete, and I have a pair of thongs on, which kind of makes it very difficult to demonstrate. The thongs stick to the ground. But what I'm talking about is, if I want to pivot like this, I can do it with strength. I'm talking about moving the feet. The feet are pointing that way, I want them moving that way. So I'm pivoting the feet. But if I want to turn my center from here to there, I just turn it. So your feet are still stuck. See, I'm moving. Watch my feet. Feet are here. They're there.
You see, what I'm doing is I'm putting force on my heel. I'm not doing it through the center.
No, most people don't.
Interesting.
So once you learn this principle, if I take these songs off, a little bit different.
Is that what you learned from martial arts?
Yeah. So what that gives me ability to do, in the case of martial arts, if somebody's attacking me from over here and here, I can deal with this one, and without having to step, I can also deal with this one.
Yeah, because all my weight is on my heels instead of
Well,
centered. Is it the shoes?
that's the beginning of learning it, because it's easier on your heels. But in reality, it's putting you off balance.
Well, yeah, that's...
So, this didn't come overnight, this is usually...
Yeah. I'm not going to do it now.
So it's the principle involved.
Okay.
So this gives you the ability to to just move.
Yeah.
And where it comes in handy is that I can still ride a skateboard, which I don't know, you know. I didn't pick it up till I was well into my 60s. I had a student who used to come in every day on his skateboard, and I just asked him, can I have a go? Not thinking, I wasn't interested in them when I was a kid. They came in probably when I was in my 20s.
You have a little spider on your chin. Oh, there you go. So now it's on your pinky now. And now it's there.
That's all right. You won't eat much. It's all right. So I was like, it was on a carpet, and I went across the room like, oh, I wonder if I can do this. So I took myself off to Kmart and bought a cheap one, not realising that you can't really do much on it anyway.
No.
But it taught me that it's possible to do something. So I went and bought a better one. And then I just took off. I thought, how good is this? Like, how can I not have known about this? I mean, I can't do any fancy jumping up and down tricks, but I do hills and stuff, skate parks.
And that's all the same, just keeping your center.
Yeah, I do it. I do it from my centre. I pay attention not to staying on the board, watching where my feet go. I pay attention to the centre as I'm moving.
Amazing.
And it's very hard to describe that, but it's something you can learn. It takes your attention away from basically stumbling through life, which is what most people do. They don't have any connection with their body. Very few people do. Very good athletes do. I observe people when I'm walking along the waterfront, the beachfront now, where they got that lovely new pathway. I go there every morning, and I just see people walking past me, towards me, and you've got all kinds of walkers. Nobody's just walking. They're all making really hard work out of it. That's the other thing about it. If you can learn to do this, you can run a marathon and conserve half your energy.